You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame. You wanted me to come running when you called my name. You wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in, but that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon, night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. And I know that it hurts, baby, you ain't the first.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get about 5.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At the line of scrimmage.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun. It's gone. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Jack Fox.
On 4th down, Lions going to send out the all-pro from a season ago, Jack Fox to punt. Well-executed kick. Fair catch called for and taken inside their own 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
Here's Williams to begin with a pass. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Bears first down.
It's good for a Bears.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's the rookie out of Missouri, Luther Burden. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
There goes Swift, first down and more. And he will walk all the way. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Bears. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Santos good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This taken in at the 8-yard line. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Off to throw on first down. That's a short one caught by Laporta. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
That's caught. Downfield by Tesla. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That one's good for 26 yards.
First and 10.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read, and a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Throwing, Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. That his second TD catch of the season. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. And look at this. The extra point is blocked.
Jack Fox to kick
Both
off.
teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That's a short one caught by Loveland. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
Gain of 6. And the Bears first down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Chicago.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Flush to his right. Taking off, and he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Bears off to the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. They've got it second down and less than a yard. Give up the middle with Swift. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one.
That's good.
First down, Chicago.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Williams pass.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third
down, they need 5. Another run here, another run by Swift, and he is going to have a Bears first down. It was 3rd and 5, and they picked up 7.
That's another Bears first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Bears.
They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
He's got Loveland free left side. And he's in! Colston Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago. For Loveland, the first tight end taken back in the April draft. His first touchdown in the NFL. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 14-6 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. A short one taken at the 10. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Go. What's up? They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And this will be a Lions first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
It's a gain of 11.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And out of bounds, but in business. They're going to have it first and goal inside the 5.
It's a gain of 55.
It is a big play there for the Lions. 55 yards on the game.
First down.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
14. Lions 13. Jet Fox.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's going to be very near that first down marker. He's up beyond the 30-yard line.
A 2-yard
They
gain
went to
on
the
play.
design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Third and a yard. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Jack Campbell. He gets into drop in for his first sack of the young season. This returnable from inside is on 40. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Goff. Now he's loose at the 40. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9
The best
yards.
quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
It's a loss of
Some
2.
defensive ends
Brings up
specialize in
2nd
getting
and
after the
12.
quarterback. Some defensive ends
38-yard
specialize in run
line.
game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
That one out wide to Gibbs. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. Goff to throw. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They've got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
The Lions called their first timeout. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Here's Gibbs. That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. They'll go again from the 3. It is second and goal. One more time. They try Gibbs. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions.
It's now third
As that'll
and
stop the
goal.
clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4.
Hey, kill him! Watch it tight end, watch the key! Hey, lift! Turbo's out!
Here's Goff. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. Bates now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will open up a 6-point lead.
Lions 20, Bears 14.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. To throw is Williams. Moving to his right. He's going to keep it himself. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Williams on first and 10. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go. The second half is underway. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing on second down, Williams. And that one incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Here's Williams. Got the hook up there to Ogunze. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Bears first down.
A gain of 14 yards.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
On second down, it's Williams. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On third down, it's Williams. Open man, right side, he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, Chicago.
Bears first down.
On the give, it is Manunga. Finding space at the 15. And he's in. Manunga. Touchdown, Bears.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. Goff in the pistol. looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target.
Second and 10.
It's second down.
35-yard line.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Open man downfield, it's Laporta. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A toss to the right, and here comes Gibbs. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
At the 22-yard line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
That pass caught by Amon-Ra. They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And the Lions are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
15 yards.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down. A run on first and goal. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. He'll mark it at the 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball at the 3, second down, and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 21st.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In motion, it's Odunze. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Williams to throw on second down. He'll get this underneath to Swift. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain there of 11. Good for a Bears first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chicago.
They will run it over center with Swift. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second.
They'll go again with Swift, and he'll work forward for a yard. That's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Screen works to perfection. Give them 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
First and 10.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the third quarter has come to an end. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Throwing is Williams. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
Look wide. Get this one complete. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Chicago.
A gain of 17
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's second and 8 at the 17-yard line.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
The motion man is Raymond. Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
8 yards on the pickup.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL, so the backs that...
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Brady Jarrett. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here. Third and 7.
Hey, 5.
Out of the shotgun. It's gone. That's caught by Gibbs. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. Here's the Lions punt team now, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it'll be brought down, a short return, and they'll take over there. On first and 10, it's Williams. In trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's the Pro Bowl safety, Brian Bragg. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
Yeah, that's just a mistake by this quarterback, Mike. That's just really inexcusable. You can't continue to push your luck. And at a level like this, against defenders this good, you continue to put the ball in harm's way, eventually, they're going to make you pay.
Makes the score Lions 35, Bears 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. A quick slant into the hands of Odunze. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And this is too far out in front. This one's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw, it's Williams. Pass complete to Swift. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
Chicago.
Now, 1st and goal. The motion man is Raymond. Throw it again. It's Williams. Forced out wide. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
You know, once he broke the pocket, Mike, I actually thought he was just going to call his own number and become a runner. I thought he had some green grass out in front of him to take it in, but he decides to put it in the air instead and falls incomplete.
And he will score! Game on! DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So let's see if the Bears can keep it rolling as they go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point
To throw is Williams. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grasp. The collision darted loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So time here for the onside kick just in front of the 2-minute warning. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Go tonight. 20. 14. Turbo set.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. It is 3rd and long.
180.
They'll drop to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's 4th down.
That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Here's 1st down. Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. That one is snuffed out. Going to lose yardage. Back to the 3.
Back at his own 3-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. That's out left and complete to Burton. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6.
It's 3rd down coming up.
And 9.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
The throw on the run is complete.
It's a gain of
Final minute,
16
1
yards.
timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Williams. DJ Reed that time. Good tight coverage, and he's able to get a hand on it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's to the tight end, Loveland. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th.
Down, Chicago.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Williams to the air once more. He'll look deep, left sideline. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
33.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards.
10 at the 30-yard line.
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from replay. They're going to stop the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So that is what you want. No, sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
They'll come up now for second down.
Let's go. Rocco 80.
Keenum looking to throw. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. Good coverage there in the end zone. It is incomplete. Terrific work has separated the man from the football. And they'll bring up third down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
It'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And he's going to go down. The pressure too much, and that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs. So it's a win here for the Lions.